One of the state's biggest and best-known corporations, Kohl's, is taking steps to boost sales. The Menominee Falls-based company saw spectacular growth in the 1990s and early 2000s. The number of stores, sales, and stock price absolutely exploding. Kohl's now has more than 1,100 stores in 49 states. But sales have slowed, and Kohl's is now undertaking a new approach to doing business. It's made key management changes and says its goal is to be the most engaging retailer in America. We're joined now by Kohl's CEO, Kevin Mansell. Mr. Mansell, it's good to have you on the program
today.
Thanks,
glad to be here.
Well, I mentioned that you're trying to boost sales. We should say, for the record, that Kohl's is still a very profitable company. But how would you describe the performance of the company right now?
Yeah, I think that's a good assessment. I mean, we've had this incredible growth. It's an amazing Wisconsin story, right? From a few stores with a few associates in Milwaukee to a national company with huge success and over $19 billion in sales. But the last 2 or 3 years, admittedly, have been slower on the growth side. Part of that, I think, has to do with macro issues and the economy. But certainly some of it we know has to do with our own performance. And as you know, there's a lot of transformation going on in our business. Virtual retailing is here to stay and growing. And so we're dealing with that as well. Through it all, we've still been very, very profitable, but our focus is definitely on driving more traffic and getting customers back into Kohl's.
And how do you do that? What will change for the customer? What will we change in terms of seeing in merchandise and advertising, that kind of thing?
There's a whole series of changes, and you sort of alluded to a minute ago. We've embarked on a mission, a path. We're calling it our Greatness Agenda. It's authentic to the extent that it's still rooted in the original values of the company. The original values were pretty Wisconsin-like. They were great values, great brands and easy-to-shop stores. But the nature of our business has changed. Speed's more important. New competition's entered the market. Consolidation has happened. People have more choices. And so we're having to evolve basically on every front. Our product offerings, the way we communicate with consumers, and even how we do business to make it a more seamless experience.
Describe for me who you're targeting as the customer, and will that change at all given some of these other changes?
I would say it evolved. I mean, for years, Kohl's was kind of known as a focus on mom, and maybe even more narrowly, soccer mom was probably the way many people thought about it. And I'd say through the experience we've had, we've kind of evolved that to realize we need to focus more on families. And families in a broad sense. So it's not just about, the old definition of family, but it's families that are much broader. So it could be business families. As you know, people move, so families are spread out across the country, and they all have different needs and wants. So we're authentic still to what we've always done, but we're trying to broaden it and be more meaningful to more people.
What does it mean to be the most engaging retailer in America?
We came at that as our goal in a long process. And, you can win in our business in different ways. You can win on price, for sure. You can be the lowest priced retailer. We don't think that that's a place we're going to win. You can win on the experience only in the store, or the experience, as you know, some virtual retailers only online. But we think what engaging means is we deliver in a whole bunch of facets. And yeah, do we have amazing product? Yeah, do we have incredible experience? But we make the connections to you really personal. We make the experience seamless. And we do it all through a big focus on winning teams. And winning teams is something that we're really working hard on now here in Wisconsin.
Give me a sense of what this means internally. As part of this Greatness Agenda, you've done some things to make Kohl's, as I think you've described it, the employer of choice in Southeast Wisconsin. This past week, you were unveiling or showing off your new wellness facility. Why is that important as you undertake these new steps?
That's pretty simple. I mean, I think what we've learned over time is we have a bunch of constituents, right? We have associates who all work together to make the business come to life. We have customers we're focused on. We, of course, have shareholders that we have to lean into as well. But we've learned that if first and foremost we build a great associate base and take care of our associates, they're going to take care of the customer. If the customer gets taken care of, if they put the customer first, shareholders get taken care of. And so it's a pretty simple process. And so one of the focuses we've had is to be able to not only attract new talent to Wisconsin, but also develop the talent we have, and then most importantly, a competitive environment, retain them. And that means having, a great facilities and great amenities, and really to give them a great work-life balance. So,
yeah, you've got a lot of young employees, and I want to ask you, because I haven't had the chance to ask this, the decision not to take the corporate headquarters to downtown Milwaukee, where a lot of young people are living now, moving. Can you walk us through that briefly on what ultimately the decision was?
Sure. I mean, it was a process. We obviously, partnered well with the state. We spent a lot of time in our hometown in the village of Menomonee Falls thinking about what our options were there. We looked seriously at Milwaukee as another option for us. We wanted to deliver kind of a best-in-class workplace and also stay true to sort of what makes Kohl's great, which is keep our expenses low in order to pass on that value to consumers. After we went through that whole process, we came to the realization that we have a great place where we're at. It's not big enough. It needed to be bigger. It needed to have more facilities and amenities, but we were able to accomplish that in partnership both with the village and with the state. And we're kind of in the process, as you alluded to, with the Wellness Center and delivering on that.
You want to grow, and I know as part of the package with the state, there was talk about growing as many as 3,000 employees over the next 12 years. Based on the realities of the market today, is that still the plan?
I mean, we're definitely focused on growing. The agreement with the state and to a lesser extent with the village is really about growing our facilities and investing in our business and therefore growing jobs. So, what's great about this agreement to me is if we deliver on that, and we're delivering on the facility part right now, we're expanding our facilities by 40% right where we're at, and then follow that up with delivery of new jobs, we're going to benefit from it, and I think the economy in Milwaukee will benefit from it as well.
Kevin Mansell is the CEO of the Kohl's Corporation. It's good to have you on the program today. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
A new EPA rule on carbon dioxide emissions will require Wisconsin to cut its emissions from coal-fired power plants by 34% by the year 2030. I asked Alliant Energy CEO Pat Kampling about the effect of the rule on Wisconsin's utilities, and you can see that interview on the upfront section of our website, WISN.com. Coming up next, are people's attitudes about marijuana changing in Wisconsin, and should the state's law reflect that?